house was the portal to hell.
There was a portal.
Waited 5 months. It sounded like something dead.
You in there? I was in shock.
And you know what I saw, bro.
I don't feel that someone will have a reason to make something up like that.
There was a face. Could you get any details or anything?
You believe that house is possessed by demons?
I do. I feel that it's something very bad going on in that house.
I got a call at the Gary Hospital, and they asked me to come out there to perform an exorcism. So I said, "Oh, you there is something, definitely there."
My organs are shutting down. My whole body was failing.
Do you think it's dangerous for me to be in that house?
I wouldn't be there.
We're going to the Portal to Hell house, or what is remaining to the Portal to Hell house. Some people call it the Demon House in Gary, Indiana. At what's left of the Gary, Indiana house lot. It is kind of crazy. I mean, it's a little bit of a rundown neighborhood, a little bit. Like point over there. I wouldn't mind talking to some of the neighbors and stuff. I'm sure that they have heard about the house and everything. There's people that live here. So I wonder how often this happens, how often people come out.
Ooh, those are pretty flowers.
It's just funny, like, you ask if I feel anything, and I don't really. Do you feel anything?
No, except cold from being outside.
Yeah, I feel cold. I mean, after hearing the ghost stories and stuff, I kind of feel awestruck that, like, wow, dude, I'm, like, actually here, you know?
Yeah, this is a real place.
And I feel a little creepy, too, just because of the neighborhood itself, just from that. But, like, and I feel creepy because I'm standing in the middle of a lot. Like, someone's yard is right there.
Yeah. Yeah,
Like,
there's
the
two
house is
neighbors
more,
right beside.
2 feet away, like, so I don't want to be, like, invading anyone's private.
Yeah.
What I'm saying is, like, this is just an empty lot, and no one has put anything up here since it was destroyed.
Yeah.
So I see a lot of people kind of feel creeped out about this, or at least something, right?
Yeah.
This was demolished in 2016. It's been 7 years, and there's been nothing that's been put up. It's, the tree's been here.
Yep, that tree right there. It's the same tree from the video and from the pictures. Same thing as that one. That one's been there too. This is really cool.
What do you feel?
Nothing really. It would be cool to, like, actually go inside of the house.
Yeah.
But I guess it is what it is. It is very cool that we're actually here on the lot. Walking around on the lot. I got it. We're keeping it.
I guess we're taking some bark from this tree. From the demon house as a souvenir.
It's a souvenir.
Some people would think that taking a piece of anything from this property, just because of the things that have happened here, is inviting demons into your home. I don't think it is.
Documentary may not be suitable for all audiences. This film shows real people, places, and events involving allegiant demonic depression. Demonologists believe that demons can attach themselves to you through other people, objects, and electronic devices.
The idea that, demons can possess you through just watching a movie. And I just think the funny thing is, he's not gonna create a film, right? Where he's like, man, I hope nobody watches this movie. I hope I don't make any money off of it whatsoever. Makes no sense. Like, if he didn't want people to see this film or see this movie, then he wouldn't have published it. The incentive behind him publishing it, he gets money out of it. And putting a warning label on this doesn't do anything except entice people to watch it. Somebody told me, and Abby, recently, that demons can attach themselves to wooden objects, specifically wooden and golden things they can attach themselves to and they like to attach themselves to. I just think it's kind of, ironic or dangerous to have a wooden piece of material and watch a video with a warning on it, a movie with a warning on it, saying that if you watch this movie, you could possibly be possessed by a demon. So just to be careful, we're gonna watch this movie, see what happens. We'll let you know if any nefarious, spooky ghost demon stuff happens to us.
We noticed when we went in the basement, there's actually two doors. The one on the left that actually goes to the room, at various times we're in the basement, it was in a different position and neither one of us had went into the room.
It took me 3 years to finish this film. I had everything I needed. But the truth is, this film is cursed.
We're in Elmwood Cemetery in Columbia, South Carolina, one of Columbia, South Carolina's oldest cemeteries. And coincidentally, Elm Street, some people say it's the most haunted places here in Columbia, South Carolina. So I figured it would be one of the perfect places to film the ending of this video. How we felt about actually visiting the place, a few of our thoughts about the movie itself. Then we're gonna make 2 additional videos on top of this one. The first one is gonna be us just telling you and just describing to you all the details that happened leading up to Zach purchasing the property and filming the documentary. And then we're gonna film another video of us reacting to the movie, the film that Zach made.
It's just an empty lot, and it's like, no, this can't be it.
Yeah.
And then you look up the picture and you can line it up perfectly.
Yeah, we were there, I was like, is this really the place? Is this really it? And then we look up images of the house itself and the street itself, and we're like, oh snap, this is really it.
This
and
is it.
And later when we were watching the movie and we were seeing it, it was just like another moment of like, oh yeah, we definitely, like, we were there.
Yeah, seeing the tree that we actually have a piece of the bark on.
Yeah.
Like, it's really cool.
We walk up to the property and Abby like immediately asked me, well, do you feel anything? And no. I felt starstruck. I felt maybe a little eerie because it felt like I was on a piece of property I wasn't supposed to be on. Not because it's a paranormal thing, but maybe a legal thing. Like, I'm probably not supposed to be walking on this piece of property, especially since I'm in the middle of the piece of property. It's like 50 feet from someone else's house and 50 feet from another person's house. And I feel like, even though it's not their property, I feel like I'm walking in someone's backyard, because that's just how close these pieces of property are together.
Yeah, it was hard to determine, other than this neighbor over here. They kept their lawn really nice.
Yeah.
But like the lot and then the people on the other side of the house, it was kind of hard to tell what's their property and what the portal to hell house is. So it was a little difficult, so you did feel weird. It feels like the lot in between is like cut in half, and this side belongs to these people and this side belongs to these people.
Yeah.
And so you're just walking, you're like, am I really here? Like,
yeah, it's like, am I really supposed to be here? Did you feel anything at all? Like, there's nothing that either one of us felt that was paranormal or supernatural or spooky or nefarious or malevolent. We didn't feel anything like that going on.
Nope, absolutely not. But it is very cool to go see, and I suggest if you're in Gary, Indiana, go check it out.
First time going to the property and then watching the movie, how do you feel?
It's been a little while since we saw the movie, so going to the property and the stories are getting mixed up because you like listening to paranormal ghost stories. So I wasn't exactly sure what happened in the house until after.
Yeah, so once you watched the movie afterward, you were like, yeah. I will say for me, when we originally watched the first movie, I was pretty convinced about what happened. I wasn't 100% convinced, but I was pretty convinced, you know? I was like, man, this is a really convincing, compelling story. It's almost hard to disprove in a way because of all these things. But since I watched that movie, and since I learned about confirmation bias, and then I went to the house and then I watched the movie again, all the evidence that I thought was convincing and compelling
wasn't as convincing.
It was nowhere near as convincing. Mound of evidence.
And it's really not.
And it's really not substantial enough for proof of a paranormal thing happening. It's confirmation bias. And that's something we're going to get into in these next 2 videos that we're going to make. We're going to talk about what confirmation bias is, how it is represented in the film, how it's represented in the stories of these people who actually claim to experience these paranormal events. It'd be way too much to get into it in just one video. In Zach's film, at the very end, he developed a disease in his eyes where he permanently has double vision and he has to wear glasses. Well, we made it, has been dealing with this twitch in her eye, and you might associate that to being something paranormal. You know, Zach had some vision problems, and he bought this property and he made this film, and he had issues, and now Abby's having issues with her eye twitching.
Right now, talking about it.
Except the fact that both of us have been drinking a lot of caffeine, and both of us have had very little sleep due to a new work schedule that we're getting used to. Both of those things, both of those attribute to the twitching eye. Now understanding that, and then when you watch the movie with us, or you watch us react to the movie, I don't think YouTube's gonna let us play the entire movie, but you watch us react to the movie, and we'll give you those instances, those pieces of evidence that we find that are most compelling, and we demonstrate how it doesn't hold much water when put to the slightest bit of scrutiny. Then you'll see what we're talking about. Those are the three things that we wanted to share with you guys. Number one, we wanted to tell you that we're going to make 2 more videos in addition to this one. And number 2,
we just wanted to give you a quick summary of what we thought going to the property, watching the documentary.
And number 3, please hit the like button for the YouTube algorithm. Thank you for watching. You guys have a great day.
Bye.